Do you have a small little home that has little space for storage? Or maybe you just need help with some creative ways to get your space organized? Well, then you've definitely come to the right place and video today. Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Shannon from TheDailyDIYer.com. I'm so glad to have you here today. I have definitely been in your shoes and I'm still in your shoes today. My home is very small. It was actually built in 1908, so that means it was basically built with little to no storage at all whatsoever. So over the years, I have had to get very creative and find solutions that work and made sense. So today I'm sharing with you all of my favorite Amazon finds that have actually worked for me. I have used them for years, so I feel like they are worth sharing. And I hope they'll also solve some of your own organization problems too. So the first item I want to share with you today is the holy grail of storage solutions. I absolutely love them, have them in multiple spots in my home because they are that useful and that multifunctional. And they work so good if you have little to no storage space, perfect for small spaces. And that item is the super slim 3-tiered rolling cart. I love this thing, especially for our bathroom. We have a tiny bathroom that is the only one on our main level. We also have our bedroom on this level, so it needs to hold a lot of things, but also because it's a guest bathroom as well, we want it to look nice and stay clean, and this little cart has really helped with that, to hold overstock items, washcloths, hand towels, some jars of items, and some overstock toilet paper, and it kind of rolls out of the way to make for easy cleaning too. So the other place that I have one of these carts is in my bedroom next to my dresser. So I have a little bit of space on the end there. So this cart has been super helpful and it kind of weaves in and out of what I keep in here, which I like too. Right now it's holding some of my shoes for summertime, the 4 pair that I kind of wear most of all. So I don't have to necessarily go dig through my big pile of shoes. These are nice and handy for me to just grab and go. But I also love that it's discreet and kind of hidden away. All right, so I have my little sidekick here. Oh, there you are. Meet Honey, if you haven't met her yet, our sweet little mini golden. And back to the point is I loved those 2 carts that I already have. So I ordered a 3rd one and I thought it would be fun to show you how it goes together because it's super easy. Honey decided to join us where I was gonna build it though, so she will just have to be part of the video, huh? Say hello, honey. Say hello. She's the sweetest little thing. All right, let's build this cart. Gonna help me? So this is so easy to put together. It has 4 casters that you put on the bottom. They just pop right in. And then it comes with 2 sets of 4 poles. The longer ones I use for the bottom tier so I can put taller things on the bottom or heavier things. And then in the next one, I do 4 of the shorter poles so I can put shorter things. And then obviously a basket on the top for even more storage. All right, I want to show you some of the other accessories that come with it. So they have some separators for the baskets. You can also put hooks, hang them off the sides. You can hang things on them and some bigger hooks. So you have some variety and some options here to make this even more functional depending on where you're going to use it and what you're going to put on it. All right, so the whole reason I got this 3rd one is so that I put my hair things in it. And then I will be able to actually slide it right behind this mirror. It is so small and so thin, it slides right back there. And then I can easily pull it out, grab my hair products, slide it back in here. Nobody knows it's there. Easy peasy. What do you think? High five? Yeah, that's a good one, huh? So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with some of my hair products so we can see it in action. I also wanted to mention that I will have all the products featured in today's video linked down in the description box below for you. So if you're like, where can I find that? What is that called? I've made it easy for you. All you have to do is go down below, click the show more blue link under this video, and the caption will extend, and then you'll have links to everything down there. So hopefully it makes it much more easier for you to find these items in case you want to use them in your own home. So I have a little bit of a hack when it comes to this turnstile organizer. Of course, it's shown with some makeup brushes, but I actually use mine for glasses. So my reading glasses, sunglasses, I have this on my dresser so I can easily grab whatever matches or I need for the day before I run out the door. The one thing I will say about this turnstile is it is movable, so that can be a good thing or a bad thing. But if you don't want it sliding around on your work surface, I would probably add some little rubber feet to the bottom. I've tried a lot of different things when it comes to jewelry organization, and this has been by far my absolute favorite. I don't have a ton of jewelry, and what I have is just kind of cute costume style jewelry. But I do love that this has a mirror that I use every day to put my earrings on in the top, so it's got some different compartments at the top, and then so many drawers of different sizes of compartments for your earrings and bracelets and rings, and a big compartment on the bottom, which I love for my bigger earrings and my watches. So I absolutely love this. I also love that it's kind of discreet. It's not super in your face. I can put a little decorative element on the top and make it more like a decorative piece than just a jewelry holder. So because our bathroom is so small, I did create a small vanity space for me in our bedroom, and obviously it's a very small compact area, but I still was able to use some of these items that I found on Amazon to really utilize the space the best that I could. I love this acrylic holder that has the different slots in it for my palettes. I also love that the top has room that I can put some other things on top there as well, and they kind of slide over to one side or the other, so I have even more storage for little bottles on the side. So this has been a really great help on my vanity. But I love this piece right here. It's actually in 4 different pieces, and you stack them in whatever order that you want. This is just what has kind of worked for me, but obviously you want that taller organizer on the top. But you can see there are just so many different drawers in here, and creates so much storage. I love Ipsy, so I'm always getting these little trial things of makeup, so it holds those really, really well, and then my everyday makeup and brushes and things like that. And the top, I have my face care and some perfume bottles and some lipsticks and things. You can see you can just get so much in this small little space by stacking vertically. Now in the back I had a little bit more room, so I found another acrylic organizer for some of my brushes and things I don't use all the time but still keep them handy if I just want to grab them. Now the mirror is also from Amazon. It's not an organization piece, but I do love that it lights up. It's got a remote control, so you can do warm light, you can do daylight, so I like that function on there too, that gold one there in the back. Discreet, slim, slides to the back. Love that. So let's talk about the bathroom, because this is honestly one of the smallest spaces that I have had to get super creative in. We don't have a linen closet. We have a very small space. It is the main bathroom for the house and the only one on the first floor, which is where our bedroom is. So it's me and my husband's bathroom as well. So it needed to store not only cleaning supplies, but all of our first aid, medicines, linens, all of your personal care items. So this was a space that really needed some attention. So let me share with you some of the awesome storage solutions and organization items that I found that worked best for this small space. So let me give you a look around this small little bathroom. We did renovate this top to bottom several years ago, but I did recently add some new wallpaper to it that updated it really quick and easily and affordably, which was another Amazon find. So I love that, kept it bright, white, gray, neutral tones. But I do love that natural aspect when it comes to adding texture. So instead of those kind of ugly metal baskets that you can put into your shower or bathtub space, I found these really beautiful kind of rattan style baskets on Amazon. I love these. They hold a lot. They are heavy duty. The holders on the back really stick to the wall. We haven't had any trouble with them falling off or anything. They come with some additional hooks that you can hang off the sides, or I've hung mine off the bottom. And they are not like a basket material. They're more of like a rubber or plastic. So they hold up really well. They wipe down really well. Absolutely love these. They've added some more additional storage in our bathroom where we needed it. So this is such a simple item, but it has really changed my life when it comes to taking a shower, and that is these little hooks that you can use to put your razors on. You can hang your bath poofs on, different things like that. You could even use it to put washcloths on, but it just has created more storage in our shower, so we're not knocking stuff over all the time. Now, honestly, this is probably my absolute favorite storage solution that I have in this entire video. It is this behind the door storage cabinet. So you attach it onto the back of your door, and then it creates all of these additional shelves, and it kind of created that linen closet that we didn't have in space that wasn't being used, or it's not in the way at all either, behind our door. So you can get these with mirrors on the back, but you can see we have hooks behind that door. So I was scared that the mirror may potentially break. So I just got the solid white door. It does come in different colors, but you can see you can even adjust the shelves on the inside depending on what you're going to put in this. I've seen people use these as pantries on the backs of doors. You could use this on the back of a front door if you needed storage there, in your bedroom if you needed more storage in there. So many different places you can actually use this. It does have this really nice strong magnet on it, so whenever you close it, it stays closed. It's not going to come flying open on you. It grabs, you can see it even like pulls itself in, and it's a little bit of a tug to get it back open. So I like that. So whenever you go to open your door and close it, it's not flying around behind your door at all. It is a little bit of an investment, but let me tell you, it has been worth every single penny. So let me tell you one item I do not suggest buying from Amazon are these over the toilet cabinets or wall cabinets. This one I had such high hopes for. I wanted to utilize the space to add some additional storage that was closed behind a door, but as you can see, it is so messed up. Over time, the moisture has messed up the finish on it. It has rusted. The doors never lined up even. The knobs on the front never lined up even. So this one I would skip. We do have another upstairs bathroom that we just finished renovating a couple months ago for our kiddos. And this is just a quick look around this space. As I said, our home is 100 years old, so we kept that beautiful clawfoot tub. But this is where some of the storage is for them, and that is underneath their sink. So I really wanted to utilize as much of the space as I could. Now, this drawer unit here is actually from Target. It's not from Amazon. I'll still link it down below for you. I thought it was worth mentioning because we have 3 kids. It's 3 drawers, so I thought each one would grab a drawer. But as you can see, my girls have taken it up with their hair dryers, curling irons, hair products, things like that. But you can see there is so much storage in it. It keeps it clean. It keeps it organized without things getting tangled up. They can easily grab it. So I thought that it was still definitely worth mentioning because, you know, you don't have a lot of space underneath your bathroom cabinets, and that was a great way to utilize as much space as we could down there. I do love this from Amazon. It is a toothbrush holder. Again, just has toothpaste, toothbrushes in it, and it just has the airflow through it. It keeps it off the sink, which I try to do as much as I possibly can to keep the clutter down. They can move it around if they want, so they can get to the other things in the back, like these clear acrylic bins. They have their bamboo face cleaners in there, some of their hair ties in there for shower time, and then another clear bin back there that has overstock and also some cleaning products. I do love these acrylic bins, and you're going to see these a couple times over because I love them so much. They also have a divider in them, which I like, so it kind of keeps stuff in the back, all the overstock stuff separate from the front, which is all the cleaning supplies. Now, this is another item that I have in 3 locations in our house. It's a set of 2 that you get on Amazon, but you can split them up and use them in different places. So I use the larger one on the back of their toilet here. You can see it has their feminine products in it, which I kind of want to frost to the top of this so it you can't necessarily see in there. It looks more decorative, kind of hides those things, but a nice place, and it looks nice on the back of the toilet. I also have this on a shelf in my she shed, and as you can see, I have some of my old filming equipment in there in case I need that. And then I also have another one on our coffee table in the living room for our remote controls. And if you can't tell, I like adding texture to our home decor, so baskets and natural elements like that. So when I saw this cute toilet paper holder on Amazon, I had to have it for this new bathroom remodel and update. And you can see it doesn't have any in there for me to like demonstrate here, but it does hold 3 rolls of toilet paper and looks really nice in the bathroom. Nice and compact to hold that overflow of toilet paper in the room. So the kitchen was just a complete gut and overhaul. The kitchen before had teeny tiny awful cabinets, not a ton of storage. There wasn't even really a space for the refrigerator. We had to cut part of the wall out to make that fit. So whenever we completely renovated the kitchen, I made sure from step one, day one, that we were utilizing every single inch that we possibly could, and then custom fitting a spot for our new refrigerator, which has been super amazing and awesome. But I want to share with you some of the storage solutions that we found work best in our kitchen. So I know these have been so popular for a couple years now, and I'm so glad I jumped on that bandwagon because it has been super helpful. I don't have a ton of storage solutions for our drawers, but I do love this drawer because it has those Ziploc bag organizers in there. It's so easy to grab them out and stick them in there whenever they need to be refilled. So I have really enjoyed having that. These are nice quality so that we're gonna have them for a lifetime, and just something that is worth the investment to us. Now next to that, you'll see another item, which is for our foil and for our saran wrap. And I have absolutely loved this too because it just gets those boxes out of the way, which can be, you know, get tore up and everything else. And they have a nice slidey bar on the sides so you can cut those apart. So love both of these items, and you can see they fit nicely next to each other. You don't necessarily have to have a big old drawer like this for them to fit into, just maybe a medium-sized drawer. You can see I have more storage on the side. Now, I was super picky about our silverware holder. It's one of those places and items that you're going to be getting into this drawer and needing those items every single day, maybe multiple times a day. So I wanted something really simple. I didn't want a ton of different compartments, and I just wanted something for our silverware and for a few knives and things like that. And so this is the storage solution that I found. Another bamboo item that kind of blends in with the color of the drawer, so it looks a little more built in. It also created some more storage in the front for our can opener, scissors, some pens. It kind of becomes a little bit of a junk drawer too, but I just love this storage solution. So as I said, I really don't like to put a lot on our countertops of any kind, bathroom or kitchen, because I just don't like the clutter. But this is one item I definitely highly recommend. I used to have a box for our bread, and then I started using this. I love it because it will hold actually not only hot dog buns, but hamburger buns, 2 of them in the top, and then the bottom is big enough to hold 2 loaves of bread. So you actually get more storage in this than what I was using previously. Then you don't have your bread hanging out just on the counter. It looks nicer. It's got the clear front on it so you can see if you're low. So I've really enjoyed this item. So I do believe in putting things on your countertops that you are using frequently, because it's just a pain to get them in and out all the time otherwise. And things like hand soap, dish soap, and a scrubber are things we do keep on our countertop next to our sink all the time. And so I did get this really nice tray that came with the cup and the scrubby, and I think it came with 2 glass bottles in it too. So I'll link that down below for you, but it has helped to keep our countertops clean, and all the water spillage over stays in that container. All right, so beyond that, there are 3 cabinets in here with special functions. We did order these inserts from Amazon, so I know this may not necessarily work for those that already have a kitchen built, but if you're planning to redesign your kitchen, or if you even have room in your kitchen for something like this, hopefully it gives you a little bit of inspiration, because I know for us, it has been not only a really cool feature to our kitchen, but also really unique and functional feature to our kitchen too. These are 2 of those inserts that I'm talking about. They actually build into your cabinet system. We had some additional literal inches that we could have added onto this side of our countertops that weren't written into the plan. But whenever I went on Amazon and I found these little inserts, I was like, let's go, let's add these. We have a few inches. I think these take up like 6 inches each, 4 inches on one of them. So you don't need a ton of space as far as width goes. You just are going to need the depth so that they will slide into the depth of your counters. And you can see these don't have those pretty faces on them either. They just have the regular melamine on them. So they stand out a little bit, but they still kind of blend in and flow nicely. So that one had the little buckets on it, had a couple shelves on the bottom. This one over here is some overstock and overflow of some spices that we have and just some baking supplies. And I don't know if your kids are like this, but my son is absolutely obsessed with tahine. So we have a couple bottles of that in there and some bigger containers that don't necessarily fit in our spice rack, which I'll show you here in just a second. So this has been a fun little hidden space that we don't get into all the time, but it's nice to have that space for storage. So this is that other space. Like I said, I think there's only 4 inches here that we were able to move those cabinets over to the right, create this kind of tucked in space over here, and then built in a spice rack. So this is closer to our stove. So this has been super handy to have all our spices right by the stove while we're cooking, and easily put them back, tuck them in. Nobody knows they're back there unless you're gonna pull on that handle, but you can see it holds a ton of spice jars. The spice jars are actually from Amazon too, so highly recommend those, and I'll have those linked down below for you as well. Not only the spice jars, but also those labels. And I love labels because it really ties a whole look together. So you can have different looking jars, and as long as they have the same label on them, they are gonna all look cohesive and nice together. And I'll show you that and how that works here in just a second too. But they all look nice with the same jars, same labels, just organized in this tucked away space. So let's talk about these 2 cabinets here in the corner. They're probably the most organized that I have in this kitchen. And this cabinet here has plates, bowls, mixing bowls, some plastic plates at the top. But I really love these plate, I don't know, they're holders, but they have handles on them, and it is just so nice if we're gonna have a party or we're gonna have a soup night. I can pull the whole thing out and set it on the counter for us to be able to use, and then it keeps everything nice and organized in the cabinet itself. Now I do think those are from Target. I don't think they're from Amazon, but they do have some similar ones on Amazon that I will link for you. So I'm sure we all have that cup cabinet, right? That's just like overflowing, cups falling out. We have that problem too, but I found this item to be helpful. It is super affordable. It is a little hook that you put onto one of your shelves in your cabinet, and as you can see, it holds the lids to those cups. So I counted, this one holds 12 lids for us. It easily slides on and off, and then you can hang your cup lids on there. I like this because sometimes the cups come out of the dishwasher still kind of damp. I don't like to put the lids on them right away so they can dry. So this way the cups dry, the lids dry. It's easy to pull a lid from there, and instead of them falling all over the place whenever I just set them in the cabinet. All right, let's talk about the refrigerator. This was a total hack that saved us probably $10,000. It's a Whirlpool set. I guess I can link these down below for you, but it comes with a trim kit, so it looks like a built-in unit, but it costs like a fraction. So it looks like a big fancy refrigerator, but all it is like a single fridge and a single freezer that kind of doubled our space. But this is the item that I want to share with you that we helped keep this organized, are these drawers for our eggs, and you can take the plastic out of the bottom and use them for vegetables or whatever you want. I also have, again, one of those separated clear acrylic bins in here, because when you have a big refrigerator like this, things can get jumbled up, moved and lost in the back. So I like these 2 items in the refrigerator to keep things organized, along with this third item, which are these wine bottle holders. So you don't necessarily have to use them for wine. Obviously that's what we're doing here, but I've even used it for the spray whipped cream, because the kids will get in there and they will, you know what kids do, and indulge themselves. So if I put it on there, I've noticed they don't see it and notice it. So I have liked those. And then Tupperware, which I think is the original organization company that ever was. Did you know you can order it off Amazon? You sure can. So I will link that below for you too. Still love a good Tupperware container. Then moving on to the freezer, I was so worried that this was going to become just like throw all the bags into this giant freezer and we would never know what was in there. So that's why I went ahead and invested in these clear acrylic bins. So I have bigger ones and these smaller ones that kind of give me some options when it comes to what goes where. It keeps things even more compartmentalized and easier to find and pull out and see what we've got in there and get to things. So if you have a stand-up deep freezer like this, hopefully this gives you some inspiration. If you have a smaller freezer, you just may need to do, you know, one less wide container, but these still would work in a regular size side-by-side freezer too. So the one thing I knew I did not want in our kitchen were open shelving. I like to hide things. I don't want it to look pretty, but we had this space between our back door and window that kind of was just calling for some open shelving. So I knew I needed to get creative when it came to whatever went on these shelves. And so what I did is, instead of putting our baking supplies, sugar, flour, things like that on the counter, this was a good way to get it off the counter, but still handy to grab. And everything has a lid, so nothing gets gross. You know, dust isn't getting in there. I don't like the idea of plates and things being on open shelving, because then you got to rinse it before you use it. So this just worked for me. And I wanted to, like I said, keep things streamlined, but I liked that sort of eclectic look. So I have these cute mason jars with wood lids that still gave it all a cohesive look. I will link the lids down below for you. And then the canisters behind them are from Amazon with the wood lids. And then also I've paired it with some thrift store finds even. And what really pulls it all together are those labels that I also got off Amazon. So I will link the labels and the canisters and the lids all down below for you, so you kind of get that eclectic look, that rustic look, that still pretty look without breaking the bank. So we don't have an entryway or even like a spot really, other than this little bitty area next to our back door to keep keys. So I found these beautiful brass hooks on Amazon, and we've had them for almost 2 years now. They have the sticky back on them. They are still holding up really well. All the keys on there, our dog's leash and harness on there. Looks really nice, really affordable, but really pretty look. So I think we all know that the cabinets above our refrigerator is where things go to die, right? Or to be forgotten forever. So I thought I would utilize this space in a little bit more useful of a way. And as you can see, still cups everywhere, which are still falling down on me. But beyond that, I have these 2 storage bins in there, and what I keep in there is actually all of our Christmas kitchen supplies. I love to decorate for Christmas. I love to bake for Christmas, entertain for Christmas. So I do have some special items that I like to pull out during Christmas time, and I don't want it in our drawers taking up space, like cookie cutters and measuring cups and flippers and mugs and stuff. So I do have these 2 special bins that I use for that, and then those live in that cabinet where obviously I don't need to get into it all that often. So this is that second bin, and I wanted to show this to you because I forgot these came with those bins. It came with some felt pieces, which are for your china, and I don't know why, but I actually didn't use them, and so I'm going to do that now. I have some plates in here that are plastic, but I also have some ceramic plates in here, so I went ahead and took that felt that came with it and took the time right now to put them in between the breakable plates and then put the plastic plates on top. But you also saw I keep some of my Christmas hand towels in there too. So speaking of Christmas, let me tell you my absolute favorite organization item that I have used for Christmas throughout the years. And then last year I actually ended up buying a gray one and using it for my fall decor. And you could do this for every holiday and season if you wanted to. They are awesome storage bags that have so many different compartments in the inside, on the outside, on the lid, to keep everything kind of separated and organized and compact. So all of my fall went into this one bin. I know, it's awesome. So I have several of these now. This is my Christmas. So I have all of our living room Christmas in one bin and kitchen stuff in one bin, like the decorative stuff, greenery and stuff like that. And this is my newest addition that I'm also obsessed with. You can see it's a lot bigger. Let me take you a walkthrough of how this went last Christmas. All right, so here is my newest addition to my organization for Christmas, and my tree this year had a ton of stems in it, as you can see, and they're all super long stems. I also had some ribbon and these big old jingle bells, and if you can believe it, this is all the ornaments. That's it. I had 8 ornaments and a few little personalized keepsake ornaments on the tree, but for the most part it was all ribbon, floral stems, berry stems, some candy cane stems. So I needed a bigger organization tote or something, and this is what I found on Amazon, so I'll link it below for you. It actually comes on wheels and it is huge. Like, there is a ton of room in there, and it also has this mesh over the top. They kind of advertised it that you could put your pillows in there, you could put your garlands in there, wreaths in there, but I'm gonna use it for all of this Christmas tree's decor. So let's see if it'll all fit in there. All right, seriously love this thing. I put everything on the tree. I still gotta get up there and get that one bow, but that's not gonna take up much room. And I need to put these little ornaments in there too, but look at this. Holy moly, it's not even halfway full yet. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of these bigger items in there too and see how much I can fit in this thing, because it's still got plenty of room and I might be able to get almost all my Christmas into one bin in here. How cool is that? All right, so we did it. I got everything in here, from the tree to the shelves to the mantle to the hearth. Done, packed away, one bin. Get my Christmas tree box out, kind of set my tree skirt off to the side, but otherwise everything is nice and compact. I even tried to move it. The wheels move easily whenever you pick up this handle. It just kind of goes off into storage. Super easy. Love this thing. So I do hope to have a full Christmas organization video coming up in the future, obviously closer to Christmas time. So if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe so you can come back and you don't miss that. Okay, so now we are in my happy place, my crafting space. And I'm a whole lot happier in here when things are organized, and I'm a whole lot more productive and can be more creative. So I feel like it is so important to have a organized crafting space, and I think I found and unlocked some of the secrets to that using some of those Amazon finds. So let me show you what I use and have found to work. So I highly recommend some kind of canister. I'm not sure if these are available on Amazon anymore, but I will still link them for you in case they do become available again. But I really love the acrylic ones that you can see inside there. So whenever you're going to grab what you need, you can see it, put it back easily. So I have those at the top. I love those so much that I did something similar in my mom's crafting space last summer, and I found these beautiful cut glass ones with the wood lids. So these are the ones that are in her crafting space. So there's that. And then the other item that I absolutely love are these tiered risers. I use mine for paint. You can see I have some fabric paint in the front or in the back, acrylic paint in the front. It holds a ton, and I even have more room on there that I could add more if I needed to. So I love those. anytime you can go vertically, you're gonna get more storage room and space and organization. Speaking of that, going vertically here with my paper stacking tray, I don't just have paper in here, I have glitter paper in here, I have square pieces of heat transfer vinyl in here. I just keep everything organized by color so I can get to whatever I need whenever I need it. Super nice and organized. You'll also see these colored bins at the bottom, but again, these are actually clear acrylic bins that I put scrapbook paper in the front, which is a great way to customize acrylic bins. So if you want them to have style that matches whatever space you're putting them in, that's a great way to do it. You could do peel and stick vinyl or wallpaper on them too. So you can still see in them, but they are still kind of hidden behind whatever you put in the front. I also love this stacking unit here. It looks like you can only organize 6 pieces or rolls of vinyl, but whenever you pull it out, it has a handle on the top. Look, you can hold, it actually holds 24 rolls of vinyl. So I love that. I love that you can pull it out and then easily put it back into or onto a shelf with that handle. Keep the pretty stuff in the front and then all the randomness in the back. Easy peasy way to keep vinyl, but I've seen people use this for saran wrap boxes too. This is an amazing way to organize wall space, are these pegboards. So you can get wood pegboards from the hardware store, but I found these acrylic white ones from Amazon that I love because they look a little bit more chic. I love the high gloss on them. They look like they kind of blend into the wall a lot better. And then there's all kinds of different accessories that you can get for pegboards depending on what you're going to be putting on there. So I got a bunch of these little cups that have the adapters for the pegboard on them. I also found some metal ones with hooks. Also these cute ones for my scissors, but you could put screwdrivers in there, different things like that. I love the hooks for all my Cricut supplies, and then just all the different craft supplies that you end up having, you know, that you use all the time. That is where you would want to utilize the space. Things that you need to grab easily and often are perfect for pegboard. So those are 40 of my absolute favorite finds that I wanted to share with you that are going to help with organization and storage solutions. I will have every single one of them linked down in the description box below for you. So if you're looking for them, hopefully that makes it easier for you to find them so you can grab them and use them in your home too. Let me know down in the comments below, what is a space that is the hardest for you to organize, get organized, or keep organized? Let me know. Maybe that's a video I can concentrate on more specifically in the future. So leave me those comments down below. If you made it to the end of this video, please take a second and hit that thumbs up button. That helps out my channel so much so I can continue bringing you organization videos just like this one. I love to create organization videos, and I'll have a couple more popping up on your screen. Especially love the Dollar Tree organization hacks and ideas. So you'll definitely want to click one of these videos, head over and check out that next. Thank you again so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Have a creative day.